Hey guys, welcome back. So I wanted to talk today about a recent ex who decided to come in my life about a month or two again. He decided to come back in my life. I mentioned him on my YouTube before. That one ex that, he's black who hates white people, I feel like. And he dated me. I don't know if you guys ever watched that video where I basically explained how horrible it was. So let me give you the beginning of the story. We met online on a game, that we both play from time to time. It's like a chatting game or whatever, right? So he lives in Atlanta, and I lived in Washington at the time, and still do. So, we then decided to take it, to do for real life, far distance relationship. We did that. It didn't end good. He ended up ignoring me for a week when we were dating. Like, he ignored me for a week and a half, and I would get mad about that, and he would be like, "Why are you getting mad?" He would act like it's my fault and act like he's so shocked, like I'm not supposed to be mad that my boyfriend's ignoring me for weeks. And then he would lie that he was sick or always in the hospital, some bullshit excuse like that. And I would just be like, if you're in the hospital, you can text me and be like, "Hey babe, I'm in the hospital, I might not be able to text you for a while." He could text me, or he can have one of his family members to text me. There's ways to fucking communicate. And then I knew that something was up because, he wanted to, like, just a whole bunch of shady shit, right? So I knew he had another female on the side. Sorry guys, I'm distracted. I'm like outside. I knew he had another bitch there, another fucking female there. So it just frustrates me. I found out he has that female there with him. I confront him about it. I'm like, well, you have a whole nother bitch there in real life next to you, and someone there in the same state as you, and you're dating me. Like, what is this? Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, maybe I was the side bitch. Maybe I was the side bitch and she was the main chick. But when we were, in a far distance relationship, he bought a ring. He even showed me the ring. He's like, "I'm gonna give you this when we meet up," or whatever, because I guess he wanted to propose to me or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. It was a little bit early, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever, because I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I knew we were never gonna meet up. I knew none of that was gonna happen because he's so full of shit. So he sends me pictures of the ring that he got from me, right? And it was just a $200 ring. Just $200 ring. That's nothing. Like, I'm sorry, but that's the engagement ring or whatever. That's nothing. And then after I found out he was cheating on me and had a whole nother bitch on the side, he, of course, did everything to fucking deny it. And when I would confront him about ignoring me, he'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna leave me when I was sick? Bitch, you never fucking told me you were in the hospital. You never told me you were sick. You never communicated with me." When you date someone in a far distance relationship, especially far distance relationship, communication is key, bitch. Fucking communicate with the person that you're dating, whether in a far distance relationship or living in the same state. But he couldn't do that. That's all I asked for him. That's all I asked from him was give me some communication. Nothing else. Even if it was just texting. Text me a little bit throughout the day. But I feel like communication is so hard for guys. So hard for guys to understand. All a bitch is asking for is for you to fucking communicate. So after I find him doing all that shit the first time we dated, blah, 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 okay, we break up. We don't talk for about a year, probably, maybe close to 2 years or whatever. He decides to come back in my life about 2 months ago. Texting me, "Hey," on Kick, right? Mind you, he has me blocked on Facebook. He has me blocked on Instagram. Wherever else on that game that we met, he texts me, "Hey," I swear, guys, there's a fucking humongous black crow right here. Holy shit. It looks like a fucking eagle when it's flying. Sorry. Okay, so he's me blocked on all those things. And then, but on Kick, he messaged me, "Hey." I'm like, "Hi." I was like, "What made you want to message me?" He's like, "Oh, I was on Kick. I logged onto this Kick and I saw your name and I thought I'd message you." Bitch, you did not fucking see my name until you thought you messaged me. You wanted to so you can do the same shit to me again. So he's like, "Okay, whatever." He's like, "If you don't want me to talk to you or message you, he's like, I can leave you alone." I was like, "That's okay." I was like, "But," you really fucking hurt me." I let him know what's up when we dated back then. I was like, "You really fucking hurt me." Like, I wanted him to understand how much pain he caused me because he didn't give me closure. He said that the first time we dated, he said he broke up with me. But he never fucking mentioned that to me. He never communicated with me. I was like, "Hey, let's break up." Never. Until I comforted him about that shit and I decided to end it. I was like, "You know what? Fuck this shit." Like, I'm not doing it. So I was like, you know, you really fucking hurt me when we last dated or whatever. He's like, I'm sorry, I was so immature back then. I was such an asshole, you know, I was so young and stupid and I wasn't thinking clearly, blah, blah, blah. You know, the stupid excuse every fucking guy makes and saying he's changed. I was like, yeah, you fucking haven't changed. I told him, I was like, words don't mean shit to me. And I think he tried to come back into my life. He wanted us to date. And he, like, you know, he would say that he likes me, that he misses me when he came back into my life two months ago, right? So I was just like, okay, this dude is fucking lying, but let's see. I wanted him to make a fool of himself again. And he did. He made a fool of himself, and he hadn't changed one fucking bit. Nope. Hadn't changed a bit. So I was like, okay. You know, I told him straight up, I was like, words don't mean shit. You want to show me that you've changed? Do it. And since he came back into my life, he would message me one day. He'd not message me for a few days. He'd message me one day, not message me for a few days, and back and forth. I was just like, you're trying to prove to me that you've changed, and you're trying to get me to gain my trust back in him, and, you know, believe him and trust him again and stuff. But here's this fool texting me every few days, not texting me for one day and then not texting me for a few couple days. I'm just like, dude, this is the same shit you did in the past when we were dating, and in the past when we were talking as friends and thinking about dating. It's the same shit. I was like, all right, strike one. This fool has not changed a bit. So I told him too. I was like, you know, I was like, oh, so you still, like, you know, I was thinking in my head, I was like, this fool is still the same. He's texting me whenever he feels like it. Comes back, texts me, acting like, oh, we haven't spoken a few days, but, you know, I'm just gonna act like, you know, nothing's wrong. So, and I told him too, I was like, you know, all I want from you is to just talk. I was like, we can talk, but just show me that you've changed by talking to me, communicating with me, showing me that you fucking changed, that you're not the same person that you used to be, right? So, like, what triggers me the most is the fact that, you know, I hate when guys say they've changed, but they haven't, trust me. So, you know, we would talk on and off, and then not too long ago, about maybe a week and a half ago or so, he messaged me. He was saying, you know, he'd flirt with me, he'd tell me that he wants me, he wants to be serious about us, blah blah blah. But then I find online he's doing some shady shit, right? So I have screenshots of all the shit that he's doing shady, and then I see on his profile seeing someone, right? And this other female had seen someone. And I found this out like a week and a half ago, right? So I'm just here like, okay, this does not add up. This fool, excuse me, is fucking around. Now, mind you, we weren't dating, you know, but he wanted to prove to me that he really liked me. So I was like, okay, let's see. You know, I had no intentions of getting back with him, but I just wanted to see if he was still the same fool, which I, you know, 99% knew he still was the same guy, that he hadn't changed one single bit. So I confront him about this. I show him all the screenshots. I sent like literally 10 screenshots of this shit, and he fucking denies it. He's like, oh, she's nobody, you know, we were just friends, blah blah blah. I don't even talk to her anymore. But his profile said seeing someone, and hers said seeing someone, and he also posted a status thing saying that, oh, I'm just gonna look for someone new or some shit like that. He's like, oh, that wasn't what I was saying, it was something else, blah blah blah, you know, stupid shit. That guys are full of shit. I'm sorry. It's like they were sculpted, I don't fucking know. It's like they were made out of shit, like a fucking horse's shit, and sculpted into a fucking human. I don't know. So I was like, you know, I showed him all these screenshots full of shit. I even messaged the female that he was fucking around with. She's like, yeah, that's my boyfriend, blah blah blah. She was acting hella ghetto too, calling me a bitch and cussing and writing how people did back in like years ago, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase words like that. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you in like 2010 or some shit like that, right? So I was like, you know, I was like, okay, whatever. I got screenshots of that, showed it to him, and he still fucking denied it. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch? This was Monday, while I was on my way to my mom's appointment, on the day that I drove on the wrong road. It wasn't while texting, trust me. I was texting him on the way home when my mom was driving on the way home, but on the way there, I drove. So on the, you know, this was all in the car. I was like arguing with him back and forth in the car, texting him, like, while just texting. I don't want to communicate with him on the phone or whatever. He's like, that's not what it was, blah blah blah. We started getting into a fight, and before the fight too, he sent me pictures of himself with a mask, right? like a BoJack Horseman mask and some like other Halloween masks, and I was like here thinking, who took your picture in my head, right? So I asked him like, who took the picture? He's like, my friends. No, bitch. Your friends did not take the fucking picture. Sorry, it was a car. Nope. No, bitch, your friends did not take the picture. And I knew too that his friends did not take the picture. I knew it was another bitch. I knew it was a female. But I found that out later that it was another female after he and I had the argument. So after we had the argument, I kept sending him screenshots of everything. He denied everything. And I was like, he's like, we weren't even together. I was like, yeah, but you were trying to show me that you've changed. So technically, you know, we were like talking, you know, I was giving you a chance to prove to me that you've changed. Trust me, guys, I would never let him break my heart a second time. I'm not fucking stupid, but, you know, I wanted to see if he actually changed. Just to fuck around with him, but I knew he hadn't. I wanted him to prove himself that he's still the same fucking bitch he was fucking years ago, right? So I was like, you know, he's like, we weren't even together, blah blah blah. So he's like, I wasn't on your back about you talking to other dudes. I was like, okay. He's like, I gave you your space. He's like, I didn't do this and that. I'm like, okay, but do not flirt with me. Every time you would text me, he would flirt with me. He would say he'd miss me. He'd say that he wanted to meet up too in person, officially. And all this shit. But you fucking around with another bitch online on that game that we met or whatever. He met her there and he's fucking around with her. And then after we have that fight, like a day after, I do some investigation on Instagram because I follow him on some of his accounts. Trust me, that fool has like fucking 10 Instagram accounts. I follow him on some of them, the ones that I know of, right? On a different account that he doesn't know of. Mind you, he has me blocked on my real accounts. In his real Facebook and Instagram. So I check his Instagrams. I see pictures of him and the same bitch that he cheated on me with the last time we dated. The same fucking bitch. Yep. Same bitch. Same motherfucking bitch. I'm sorry. I hate calling a female a bitch, but sometimes they deserve it. She doesn't even deserve it, but he deserves it because he's the real bitch here. Let's be honest. I didn't confront him about that because I knew he was lying. He re-uploaded. You know how you can on Instagram you can take photos off and archive them or whatever. You can take them down for a little, hide them, and then put them back up whenever you feel like it. He did that. And on the day that I found out about him sneaking with another bitch, when he denied all that, when I had the screenshots or whatever, he what's it called? What was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, when we were arguing about that and having a conversation over text, he told me, he's like, oh, by the way, my best friend in real life asked me out, and I said no because, you know, I like you, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why the fuck are you telling me that your best friend asked you out when you're supposed to be here proving to me and showing me that you have changed? Strike fucking 1,000. You don't fucking tell a female that you're trying to prove that you've changed, that you don't mention another bitch to her. You don't. And I was like, okay, does that make you any better that some bitch wants to fucking date you? Does that make you better? Does that make you in a better mood? Does that make you happy? I was triggered. Real fucking triggered. Sorry, so many cars. You know, I was like, does that satisfy you? Does that make you happy? Or some shit. Like, I was like, you know, and it was after I investigated his Instagram the day after we had that argument. It was the bitch that he was talking about being his best friend is the same fucking female that he cheated on me with the first time. Yeah. And he re-uploaded all of their old photos from fucking forever ago on his Instagram. He had the same date. When he mentioned her to me on the 18th, he had the same fucking date set up there. So I guess he decided to date her the same day that he and I got in an argument. Oh, what a fucking bitch ass dude. Like, I'm so glad I didn't give him a second chance or a third chance. I don't fucking know what it was, but like, I wasn't planning on it. I just wanted to see him fuck it up again. And he did. He fucked it up again. This is the main reason why I don't believe guys. Excuse me. The main reason I don't believe guys, they're full of shit. They lie. They'll tell you what you want to hear to get in your pants or for their satisfaction, whatever the fucking reason may be. And it's just like, He did nothing to prove to me that he changed. He didn't communicate with me like I asked him to. He would text me every few days. Who does that? You're trying to prove to me that you've changed. You text me every few days when the big problem with us was communication. We always fought because he never... I would be so upset that he wouldn't talk to me. And he talked to me every few days. And then, you know, I would be in a fucked up mood, like in a sad mood, angry mood. I didn't feel like talking. I would be so dry with my texts because of that. And he'd be like, why are you being so dry? You know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, you're the same. You haven't changed one bit. I just want to know, why are guys so full of shit? I feel like just because he has a big penis that he thinks everybody wants him. But let me tell you, I've seen pictures of his penis and it looks fucking deformed. And he sent me videos and it looks deformed. I don't care, your penis is big. It's not good looking. It doesn't look nice. And you can only do so much with a huge fucking penis. So much. Trust me, girls don't want a fucking humongous penis because that shit's gonna hurt more than it's gonna be pleasurable. Anyways. So now that I think about it, I'm thinking, since he's been dating this bitch that he cheated on me with twice, or first once, and then the second time he tried to have her, sneak her behind my back, or whatever the fuck the reason may be, it's the same female. So I'm thinking maybe she was the main girl and I was the side bitch the whole entire time. Because again, he and I are far distance, and he and her are there in person, and she's not even that cute. Fatter than me, that's for sure. Thank God I'm going to the gym though. Anyways, he ain't even that cute either. He thinks just because he's got nice looking eyes and a big ass fucking dick that every fucking female wants him. No, bitch. No, 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 no. So I decided to, after we had that fight, I deleted him off Snapchat because he had me on Snapchat. I deleted him off Snapchat. And I also saw on his Snapchat too once, since he came back in my life, he had a picture of some food saying that said when we cook together or some shit like that. I'm like, oh bitch, I know he's nothing but a player. He's full of shit, literally full of shit. Cow shit looks better than him. He is the most horrible person. Like, I can't even communicate with this guy. When I would tell him that I was upset or something was wrong, or, you know, I didn't like what he was doing, he'd always try to turn around on me saying, oh, here you are just trying to pick a fight with me. I was at work all day or some shit like that. He's like, the reason he wouldn't be able to communicate with me is because he was at work. It's like, okay, you can send me one text message, good morning, babe, or something, and then text me when you're off work or something, but not even that. Communication lately for guys, I feel like it's been hard. Like, guys don't communicate with females, I feel like. I don't know. So with that being said, like I said, I deleted him off Snapchat, and also that one game that we used to play together, deleted him off there, and I think that's about it. And I think I'm also gonna block his number on the texting app. Block him on Kicks. I don't think I blocked him on there. Actually, I did block him on one. He also has a secret Kick that he probably thinks that I don't know of either. Why do guys try to hide shit? Why? I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to rant because I just feel like guys are stupid. This is the reason why I don't date. I don't trust guys. None whatsoever. I don't trust you. You can say what you want to say to me, but I don't fucking trust guys because they think they can have me and have a whole nother bitch too. That's not the way things work. We're not those people who like that. We're not like in a relationship where there's one man with like 4 fucking wives. I forgot what it's called, monogamous relationship or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. We're not doing that. I'm not into that shit. I don't like to share my man. I don't fucking like to share him with another man or another female or a fucking whatever. I don't like to do that. Even if it's far distance. Because it just makes me feel insecure. And he made me feel insecure so many times. I would cry so many times. I would be so upset. I wouldn't hear from him for weeks when we dated. And then he thinks that when he comes back into my life, he thinks that he can do the same shit again. No. No. You cannot fucking do the same shit again. He's just... And every time we would talk and stuff like that, it just never felt the same. But I wanted to fuck around with him and act like he had a chance when he never did. Because I don't trust you. I can't pretend to trust you and be with you. Like, you know, I can't pretend to be with you while I don't trust you or whatever. So, with that being said... Yeah. I don't know. He's so full of shit. I just want to know, guys, can you tell me why you guys are full of shit? Today I was supposed to film the reaction of Jake Paul. I might film it later, late tonight, and I'll just upload it the next day. I just don't want to do it 2 in a row, just because I wanted to do a little bit something different today. But, or the next day, I don't know. When I'll upload this whenever I feel like it, but, yeah. Fool tried to come back in my life. Try to act like he's innocent. Tried to prove me he changed, but he never did. Not one bit. So with that being said, I'm just gonna cut this video short. I'm sorry if this was like an annoying video or I ranted too long. I just felt like I needed to, I don't know, rant. Guys, if you don't trust a guy or female anymore and they want to get back with you, don't do it. Thank God I didn't, because I have zero trust in him. I don't trust him. I don't like him. He just, every time I talk to him, he brings sadness and hurt into my heart. Because he really hurt me. Even though it was far distance, I really liked him. Because we talked for like years and such, you know. I really liked him, but he was a horrible boyfriend to me. He didn't trust me. He didn't treat me right. In the beginning, it was all nice, you know how it is. But then later on, for the most part, you get to know somebody and it's like the complete opposite of what you want it to be. So, I don't know. Anyways, guys are full of shit. And I guess maybe I was the side bitch. I don't know. I wonder if she even knows about this shit. But I also saw a post about one of the females cheating on him. Ha ha, bitch. Karma is a bitch. And when I confronted him recently about those texts on Monday, with all those screenshots, he's like, I hope you get whatever you deserve today. And mind you, how I told you I drove on the wrong side of the road? He fucking drove into a ditch. Yeah, bitch. I would show you guys screenshots and things if you guys want to see some screenshots in the next video. I don't think I know how to post them though, or how people post like a photo here. I don't know how to do that. Yes, I can show you screenshots. I edited it with iMovie. Can you guys do that with iMovie? Do you know? If you know, please let me know. And if you liked my reaction video too, let me know what you guys thought of that. And yeah, I'm gonna get going now. My stomach's hurting, so cramps. Fuck cramps. Anyways, love you guys. Let me know what you thought of this crazy video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.